Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing from the DC Direct Blackest Night figure line, Black Lantern Wonder Woman. Take a look at this bad Black Lantern girl right here. Now, a little information about Wonder Woman as a Black Lantern. Yes, I am going to do this. I gotta fill up some time. Anyways, Wonder Woman does become a Black Lantern during the Blackest Night storyline, and if you have not read Blackest Night, there is going to be a few spoilers thrown down here, but during Blackest Night, Wonder Woman, along with Superman, Green Arrow, Superboy, and a bunch of other superheroes, go to confront Necron, but Necron sends Black Lantern rings on all of them, and the only two to escape are Green Lantern and Flash. Wonder Woman thus becomes a Black Lantern, forcefully is enslaved into the Black Lantern Corps. Now, don't worry, she doesn't stay a Black Lantern. She eventually gets the Star Sapphire ring, and then that falls off, and she's all back to normal. It's like nothing happened. Well, obviously stuff happened, but let's just pretend it did. Just for her, her ego. She doesn't want to feel like she was evil. Anyways, with that said, powers and abilities-wise, the interesting thing about Wonder Woman as a Black Lantern, along with Superman, Green Arrow, Superboy, Donna Troy, and all those other people, they're not actually dead or zombies. They're actually just enslaved into the Black Lantern Corps. They're still alive, they're just turned evil. They're still self-aware, too, that they're evil, too. While Wonder Woman's going around and killing people and stuff like that, inside, she's realizing this, and she obviously doesn't like it. So, the thing is that these Black Lanterns, such as Wonder Woman, are not actually zombies. As you can tell, I mean, look, she doesn't look dead. Well, okay, she does kind of look dead, but, I mean, she's not zombified. She doesn't have flesh falling off everywhere, and her boob all the way to her shoulder, and all that stuff. She looks, for the most part, normal, besides being gray. So, that's one thing, is that she's not actually a zombie, along with those other Blackest Night, Black Lantern, court members. In addition to that, she retains all the powers and abilities that she would normally have as Wonder Woman. However, I don't think she would be able to use the magic lasso of truth, because I don't think it would work, but they didn't show that happen, so I don't know. Anyways, as a Black Lantern, she has all the Black Lantern powers and abilities. First and foremost is her Black Lantern ring isn't fully charged. Instead, is every time someone's heart is ripped out by a Black Lantern, it gets charged up. I don't know how charged her ring was when she got it. Probably like 50%, but who cares? In addition to that, as a Black Lantern, she can see people and actually determine what color of the emotion spectrum that they're currently at. So she can look at Hal Jordan and see willpower come off of him, even though willpower isn't an emotion, but we won't get into that. Or she can see Etrigan come popping out and he's all pissed off, and she sees rage and he's all red. Black Lanterns have the ability to see this power. I'm not sure exactly what else the Black Lanterns can do when it comes down to power, because I've never seen them use their rings fully charged, but I might have missed it. Anyways, with that said, as a Black Lantern, their weakness is obviously to light, intense white light, and obviously severe physical damage like decapitation or being blown up or something like that. Anyways, that's just a little bit of information about the Black Lantern Corps, and also about Wonder Woman as a Black Lantern. So with that said, let's actually get into the figure itself. Now, take a look at this girl right here. Now, when it comes down to the Blackest Night figures, I'm a little bit different than everyone else when it comes down to buying them. First of all, I'm not going to buy all of them, because that would just be ridiculous. I'm not rich. I don't have that much money. Two is I'm actually more interested in the Black Lanterns than any of the other figures. So, I am interested in picking up a few other figures. I'm interested in picking up Superman Black Lantern, Batman Black Lantern, Aquaman Black Lantern. Obviously, I want Wonder Woman Black Lantern pretty bad. And I might get Earth 2 Black Lantern Superman, and maybe Hawkman too, but that's when it happens, it happens. The reason why I haven't got Aquaman yet is because my comic book store is having a 50% off sale, and I'll just get them there for less. I mean, really, why would I want to pay $17 when I can just pay half price? Yeah. And boy, was I happy when I got this figure. The great thing I like about Wonder Woman as a Black Lantern is she is not a zombie, so she just looks, for the most part, physically normal, but she gets a badass new suit. And I like how those kind of Black Lanterns, the ones that aren't zombies, just look like complete, total badasses, evil versions of themselves. Dark Lynx, evil Dark Samus, stuff like that. They're just really cool, badass, dark, evil-looking versions of themselves, and I think it's really cool, just as a overall theme for those Black Lanterns, rather than Flash falling off. I mean, it's okay to have zombie lanterns, that's fine, but to have just plain, flat-out, demonically evil-looking bitches, that's pretty cool, too. In addition to that, Wonder Woman has just a kick-ass looking outfit. I dare say this is actually better looking than her normal Wonder Woman outfit. I think it looks just really awesome. But again, I'm a Wonder Woman fan, and that's the thing. I'm going to be a teeny bit biased, but putting that bias aside, this is still a cool looking costume. I think it's one of the better of the blackest Black Lantern costumes. So, very nice costume. In addition to that, this figure is very nicely detailed. The face is just absolutely eerie. You can't see it on my crappy camera, and no, I'm not going to buy a new camera, but the face is just, if you look into the eyes, it's kind of eerie looking. It's really cool. I really like the design that they put on the figure, too. It's very nicely proportioned. She's not overly muscular. She's not overly thin. It's kind of like the ideal Wonder Woman. She's just fit. You have silver and black for the suit. You have gray, or kind of I want to say a sandy white. No, not really sandy white. I'll just go with gray on this. Gray for the skin, black for the hair, silver for the tiara, or more of a war mask or helm. Don't know. For that, I'll just say it's tiara. And just overall great looking figure. The great thing is that she also comes with a not so golden lasso of truth. As you can see, it's not really golden. This is tied up, and I don't like how the strings are kind of sticking out. You can cut them off, and I might do that, but yeah, it's kind of cool they added that in there, and that's a nice little extra feature, a little extra to make me happy. And what's also nice is you have the little Black Lantern ring there, and the Black Lantern ring is actually detailed when you really look at it, but you can't because my camera stopped. But anyways, posability, articulation, that kind of stuff. Her legs can go up about that far and bend. And swivel at the quadriceps, or turn at the quadriceps. This arm can go only that far out and then in, so really no movement when it comes down to that. It can go up and around, and it can bend at the elbow and turn at the bicep. This arm has pretty much the same range of motion, however it can go out a little bit further, which is nice, and bend at the arm, swivel at the biceps, and all that kind of fun jizz, which again is the same as the other arm. Symmetry. Isn't it cool? And then the head turns all the way around, which is nice. The hair doesn't dampen it, and you still get that nice flowing effect, which is a very nice feature. One downside to the hair, however, and you're really not going to notice it, but if you look in the back, I can even still smell the paint on this hair. But if you look on the back, the paint rubs off on her gray area, but that's just such a minor detail. Of course, as with all the Blackest Night figures, she comes with her respected corpse stand. Really don't need to see this, but yep, Black Lantern corpse stand, and you can just put this bad girl in there. If I find the hole, that comes out so wrong, doesn't it? If I find the hole. And she stands in there very nicely, no problem. She balances good, and she has a good enough articulation that you can always just adjust her seating or her footing, depending on how you want it. So let's just give you guys one more good look at this girl. Very nice figure. I mean, when it comes down to the Blackest Night figure line, I keep on wanting to say Black Lantern, but when it comes down to the Blackest Night figure line, with figures like Wonder Woman or Superman or Batman or Hawkman or stuff like that, the Black Lanterns, unless you're going to collect the whole entire set, you're really going to, pick and choose your favorites. If you're not a big Wonder Woman fan, then you're probably not going to buy this figure. However, if you're a big Wonder Woman fan like me, you are. It's the same thing that would go for Hawkman or I don't know, Firestorm or something like that. I'm not a big Firestorm fan, so I'm not going to buy them. But if you are, you probably are. The only other exception is if you're just buying the whole entire figure line, or if you're buying just all the Black Lanterns. But yeah, I mean, if you're a Wonder Woman fan, or if you're a fan of the Blackest Night figure line, this is a great figure. It just looks really good, and I'm glad I got it. I'm very happy. I would recommend picking it up. Again, but I'm a Wonder Woman fan, so I'm gonna say that. But for a Wonder Woman figure, I would say it's very nice, and it would definitely be a good addition to your collection. like I said, it really comes down to picking and choosing which characters you like. It's much easier for a figure line that's based off one character, like a Batman figure line. Then I can just say, well, they're all Batman-related characters. I can tell you which ones are good or not. But when you got something like this that has such a diverse range of characters, when it comes down to a character that I like that you may not like, you may not buy it. But if you are a Wonder Woman fan, definitely good. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.